Who are they facing in round two? That's between the 4 and 5, which is the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if I know Cole Johnson like I know him, I think he want to hear me go first.
You are absolutely correct. And before you do go, sir, I was saying congratulations to Mr. Playmaker because the Magic is his team. You know, and I'm being hospitable. I said, congratulations on a wonderful season. They haven't gotten this far since they had Dwight Howard on the squad, and that's been over 10 years. So congratulations. They've been lottery for the last decade plus. And he was like, no, they ain't finished yet. I'm like, come on, dude. Even if they win the play-in, that's the best they have done in 12 years. What are you talking about? It ain't finished yet. I'm like, come on.
Alright, so here's the problem. There's a Giannis-less Bucks team that is reeling at the moment. And if you beat them, you're the second seed. You're the second seed. And what happens? You let Bobby Portis go for 30.
And this is why I wanted you to go first.
Yeah, I was thinking like,
Doggy. I'm like, really? And the same team on the last game of the season comes down to Orlando, and guess what you decide to do? Blow them out the freaking Amway Center.
To prove you right.
Well, it's actually Kia Center now. But.
Well, yeah, to prove you right. So there you go. They got a chance to play the Bucks. They ran them out of Orlando. So there you go. You were proven right.
What's
on
up,
Sunday.
Rod? How you doing, sir?
So you should be happy. Your team proved you right Sunday.
They could have been the second seed. It might have worked. Then again, it might have worked in my favor, okay? Because we ain't playing the team that's the second seed. So. But we get the Cavaliers, and I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot more pressure on the Cavaliers than it is on Orlando. Because you was in this spot last year, you remember? And you had the Knicks. And then the Knicks bullied you in your own building and got you up out of there in 5 games. Like, nah, y'all gotta go. Y'all got bullied by the Knicks, who was lower than you. So, Donovan Mitchell, you're not new to the playoff system. You done it in Utah. You done it the first year in Cleveland. You're not new to the system. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna show up and be Donovan Mitchell or what? Mobley, you got a taste of the playoffs last year. You gonna do better this year? Because you looked terrible. You looked scared. Am I lying, Cole? You looked scared against the Knicks. You looked scared. You looked like you didn't want to beat up.
He said, looked it. Last year, Donovan Mitchell, yeah, he didn't. He looked like he wanted no parts of that series. I agree.
Everybody on that team looked like they didn't want no parts of that series.
Yeah,
had looked at it scared.
It was ridiculous because, and Wise Alefe, of course, a brother of ours, big time Knicks fan. We talked about this. And it's like, this Cavs team was supposed to actually look as though they had a set of balls on, but the Knicks just pimped them out and just splat them silly. I'm like, how the heck you have this team come to your building and just punk you out bad? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So hopefully they have learned their lesson from last year to this year, and I thought they did because they were the number 2 seed in the All-Star break, and then March happened.
And now you got a young, inexperienced Orlando team walking in. You finally had an All-Star for the first time since the Dwight Howard with Paolo Banchero. We got the Wagner brothers.
Well
they show up at the time or two. Yeah, I still got Cole Anthony who comes in off the bench, does what he need to do. Markelle Fultz is playing a whole lot better than he ever played in Philly. Who saw that coming?
Yeah.
You got a young team. So guess what? The only thing they got to do is go play basketball like they've been doing, and then see what happens. But in all honesty, if the Cavs do what they're supposed to do, we'd be done by 6 games. Because I feel it will take 2. All right.
So you think the Magic will be done in 6?
In 6.
Okay. So you have the Cavs advancing. All right.
Yeah, I think I was that. That's like the most logical thing. But I could be back in whenever this series over and be sitting here like looking at the Cavs like, yeah, y'all is really trash. If
You know, I actually have to say I think this is a 7-game series potential series. I think this can go all 7. And I think the reason why I can go all 7, I think the Magic. I personally think the Cavs wanted to play someone like the Magic because I think the Pacers would have given them a little bit of an issue.
I see what you going. So you finna sit here and say the Cavs try to fight their way to get a certain opponent is going to backfire on them.
I think, yeah, and I think they definitely wanted to avoid the Sixers. So I think they figured, okay, the best opponent for them to go up against is the Magic. And I think the Magic think the same thing about the Cavs. because I really believe that. And this is what makes it so funny. I'm like, okay. Not saying that both of them tried to tank to beat each other, but it almost seems as if I think if you go to both locker rooms, each team would say, I like our chances.
See, I want to say tanking for the Magic because they haven't been here, so they don't even know what to do.
Right. So, yeah, so I'm not even going to levy that charge on the Magic. But I think if they were to look at the other 7 teams that they could have played, that's in the pool in the East, and if they had to play any of them in the first round, I think they would pick the Cavs over any other one. And I think the Cavs will do the opposite and say the same thing about the Magic. So I think this is good. I think they can go 7.
Oh Lord!
I think this could go 7. The Cavs got to show us that they learned that lesson from the first round defeat that they took to the Knicks. I think they do. So yeah, I have the Cavs in 7 in this one.
Cavs in 7, Cavs in 6.
So, a couple of things I want to throw out there real quick. So Donovan Mitchell don't want to be in Cleveland no more. He don't care what happened in Cleveland.
Well, then there's that.
And at the end of the day, he has just seen 2 superstars get hurt trying to put it all on the line for a team that they care about. Do you think he's gonna go out there and put on the line for the Cleveland Cavaliers team?
No.
The question is, Bishop Bill Winkell all day.
I will push back on your point with this. Donovan Mitchell can't afford another letdown in the playoffs.
Why not? Why can't
he? Can't afford another one.
Is Donovan Mitchell considered to be a top tier superstar in the NBA?
That's the point.
Not any longer.
That's the point. He can't afford no more disappointing losses in the playoffs.
If he go out there and
he should be. He should be, but I don't think he is considered that any longer.
Right. If he go out there and win this series, he gonna turn around and get beat down by the Boston Celtics. He gonna get pummeled, pulverized, and violated. No diddy.
But that's understandable, though, baby. So that's understandable, though, because that's
So you're not going to get the goal of getting to the Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals. So either way, you're still going to make the team that everybody ties after this series.
I know that. I'm just saying, you cannot lose to a first-year team in the playoffs.
You can't lose to a first-round team.
You can't lose to a first-year team.
No, Diddy. Oh Lord. But that's the and Cool's logic. That's the reason why I say the Cavs at 7. They got to show that they learned their tuition lesson from last year, because they have a team that has not sniffed the playoffs since 2012. So you have that in front of them. They have to take care of this team. But I think because of what Cool is saying in terms of Donovan Mitchell wants no parts of being in Northeastern Ohio, that's going to make this series extend and go longer.
And also, you have to think about who's the emotional leader, who's the locker room vet that everybody looking to in Cleveland that's going to push them through, that's going to get them over the hump, that's going to keep them together. Can y'all think of one?
No.
That would be a no.
So you don't have a leader. Your quote-unquote best player don't even want to be there. And you got manhandled last year. Again, no didn't. And now you think that this team is going to come out and beat this young Orlando Magic team who ain't got nothing to play for, ain't got sense enough to know that they should be concerned with this first round series, and they just got embarrassed walking into the playoffs.
What's up
Right.
with DD? What's up with DD taking strays today? What is going
Huh?
on?
Oh, Diddy got to take them strays. He got to take all them strays.
You got to take these strays, bro. You got to take them. So,
He got to take all them strays.
I'm picking Orlando in 6 because
Wow, you have that little faith in the
I
Cavs.
don't
Wow.
think the Cleveland has the backbone. I don't think they have the
Intestinal fortitude.
intestinal or testicular fortitude to get over the hump this year.
He said intestinal
go-
and testicular. Wow.
They got to go out and get a. They got to go out and get a veteran leader, and they got to go out and get a superstar who wants to be there. Before that, they're going to be able to advance, and they don't have that this year.
You're right. And then they thought they
Orlando has
answered
that.
that question with Donovan Mitchell, and he's proven to be neither. But yeah,
Orlando has veteran guys that have been around the block.
that's
So they
true.
got guys that while the whole team had been in playoffs, they got guys, Gary Harris there. They got guys that be like, look, man, this is what we're going to need to do to win the series. And they've been listening to these guys all year. That's why they're here. Cleveland's there because they're in the Eastern Conference, and there's a lot of teams that suck. And there's not a lot of pressure in the regular season. This is pressure. Pressure
Wow.
busts pipes. Cleveland ain't nothing but a bunch of busted pipes until they get somebody who can handle the pressure.
So basically, what you're saying is the Orlando Magic is basically they're basically the Cavs winter, and all the Cavs players are like houses in the winter with unwrapped pipes in the north.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. Mm.
Well, that is the first game to start NBA playoffs tomorrow. That's 1:00 ESPN.
Oh, that is the first game. Okay.
Up in the land, Magic's Cavs. Magic's win, I'll be happy.
Oh, I know you'll be happy for a Playmaker.
But if Cleveland loses, oh boy. Donovan Mitchell, I do not want to know what's going to happen to you
Bunch of
if
2s
you
and
lose.
3s.
If you lose to the Magic.
I'm telling you, Playmaker, I understand where you're thinking, but you're looking like he's a top tier guy, which he's not already. So this isn't going to hurt his standing because it's already not a top tier guy anymore.